Welcome back to our channel, soap fans. Today is a beautiful day to unpack the absolute insanity that just went down in Port Charles. We have so much to talk about, so grab your biggest mug of coffee, settle in, and let's dive right into the madness. I literally cannot breathe right now. I am sitting here at 2 in the morning, typing furiously in the dark because my brain is completely short-circuiting over the latest General Hospital spoilers for the week of June 22. I mean, we all knew that Port Charles was heading for a massive summer explosion, but I did not see this coming. Not even a little bit. For months, we have been watching Britt Westbourne suffer. We have been crying our eyes out watching her make her peace with a devastating Huntington's disease diagnosis. We watched her push people away, make reckless decisions, and ultimately go on the run with a teenage boy because she thought her life was basically over anyway. And now? And now we find out it was all a lie? Because let's just put it all out there before I actually explode. The syringe found in Britt's room, the one everyone was panicking over, it was filled with saline. Saline. Just basic, harmless salt water. I cannot even process the sheer level of cruelty and manipulation here. Jen Sidwell and Ross Cullum have been passing off literal salt water as some highly experimental, life-saving drug to keep Britt under their thumbs. They made her believe she was dying, and then they made her believe they were the only ones holding the cure, just so they could force her to complete Caesar Faison's cold fusion project. It is so twisted. It is so utterly, disgustingly evil, and I am honestly ready to jump through my television screen and fight Cullum myself. But wait, I am getting ahead of myself. Let's talk about the absolute legend that is Rocco Falconeri. Can we just take a moment to appreciate this kid? He is stranded in Tortola in the British Virgin Islands, completely off the grid, and he is the one stepping up to take care of Britt. He is watching her deteriorate, or at least what she thinks is her deteriorating. Britt told him that without her daily injections, her Huntington symptoms were going to rapidly advance. She warned him she was going to become visibly ill. So of course, when she starts feeling nauseous, exhausted, and physically wrecked, they both jump to the terrifying conclusion that the disease is taking over. Rocco is panicking, but he's holding it together enough to use Britt's burner phone to call Danny and Charlotte Cassidy back in Port Charles. I mean, the bravery. The stakes. I have been watching this show since 2015, and this is honestly one of the most stressful, high-stakes, runaway storylines they have ever done. Remember when they tried this runaway teen trope with Cameron and Jocelyn years ago? Yeah, didn't work then either, because the stakes weren't real. But this is life or death. So Rocco calls Danny and Charlotte, begging for help because Dr. Westbourne is incredibly sick. And Danny and Charlotte, being the chaotic but loyal teens they are, immediately pivot to Cassius. They take this massive, top-secret BVI location intel straight to the man wearing Nathan West's face. And Cassius, to his credit, actually does the right thing for once, and takes it straight to Dante Falconeri and Lulu. The BVI rescue mission is officially a go, and I am so here for it. I am ready for Dante to kick down doors in Tortola. But let's get back to the absolute bombshell of the century. The symptoms. Britt is experiencing severe symptoms, but even she isn't entirely sure if they match up perfectly with Huntington's decline. She's dizzy, she's sick to her stomach, she's exhausted. And since we now know the injections were nothing but saline, that means she never had Huntington's disease to begin with. The initial tests were faked. The decline was psychosomatic or caused by something else. So what on earth is making her so sick right now? Am I the only one screaming the answer at the top of my lungs? She is pregnant. I know it. You know it. The entire fandom knows it. The rumors are spreading like absolute wildfire across every forum and group chat right now, and I am completely obsessed with this theory. Britt Westbourne is pregnant. The nausea, the fatigue, the sudden physical changes. It is classic soap opera pregnancy disguised as a terminal illness. It is the oldest trick in the daytime television playbook, but I don't even care, because the payoff is going to be astronomical. And we all know who the father has to be. Jason Morgan. Yes, I am typing that in all caps because I need the universe to hear me. A Brayson baby. A literal Jason and Britt baby. I am going to cry just thinking about it. Think about their history. Think about the chemistry they had before he was presumed dead, and then when he came back, and then when he had to go on the run to protect Rocco. Jason took the fall for Cullum's shooting. He sacrificed his freedom, got swept up by the WSB, and is sitting in some undisclosed black site right now, completely unaware that the woman he loves is carrying his child. It is Shakespearean. It is peak soap opera tragedy and romance all rolled into one. I know some people are complaining online. I see the tweets. People are like, oh, Another fake disease storyline. How original. Remember when they did this to Robin? And yes, I get it. It is a massive trope. Sometimes I contradict myself because I hate when writers play with terminal illnesses for shock value, but honestly, actually, no, I definitely don't care this time. Because a Brassin baby makes up for all of it. Britt thought she could never have the family she wanted. She thought her genetic legacy was a curse. To find out she is healthy and that she is carrying Jason's baby, that is the kind of emotional payoff that keeps me watching this show year after year. Wait, okay, back to the actual plot mechanics because we need to talk about Detective Joe Fitzpatrick. Jonathan Bennett is playing this guy so perfectly with this smug, shady, mean girl's energy, and I have been so suspicious of him. I thought he was working for Sidwell. I thought he was a dirty cop. But according to the latest spoilers, Fitzpatrick is the one who unknowingly makes the major breakthrough in Cesar Faison's final project. He is the one who puts the pieces together about the saline. The saline says it all. So Fitzpatrick finds a syringe, gets it tested, and realizes it's just salt water. This completely blows the lid off Sidwell and Colum's operation. Because if Britt wasn't taking an experimental cure, then what was the point of the project? The point was control. Faison's cold fusion project required Britt's specific genius, and the only way to force her to comply was to hold her life hostage. It is a level of psychological warfare that makes my skin crawl. And now that Fitzpatrick has this piece of the puzzle, the PCPD and the WSB can finally start unraveling the massive conspiracy happening right under their noses. But this also makes me so incredibly terrified for Liesel Obrecht. Because think about it. Britt is gone. She is off the grid in the BVI. So what did Cullum do? He ambushed Liesel, chloroformed her, and dragged her into the Windermere sub-basement to take Britt's place. Liesel is currently locked in a cell with Jocelyn Jacks, completely devastated after finding out Nathan is truly dead and Cassius is a traitor. And now, she is going to be forced to work on this exact same project. If they were willing to fake a terminal illness to control Britt, what on earth are they going to do to control Liesel? Are they going to threaten James? Are they going to threaten Maxie? The stakes are just getting higher and higher, and my anxiety cannot handle it. I mean, can we talk about the sheer panic Jen Sidwell must be feeling right now? He is hiding out in Willow Kane's house, which is a whole other level of unhinged madness that I don't even have the energy to fully rant about tonight, and he is screaming into his phone, demanding that his operatives find Britt and bring her back immediately. Sidwell knows that without Britt, and with the PCPD closing in on the saline trick, his entire empire is on the verge of collapse. He is a cornered animal, and cornered animals are the most dangerous. If his men find Britt and Rocco in Tortola before Dante and Lulu get there, it is going to be a bloodbath. Because let's not forget, Cullum still wrongly believes that Danny was the one who shot him on the pier. He has no idea it was actually Rocco. So if Cullum's men track down Britt, they are going to be looking to eliminate witnesses. Rocco is in so much danger, and he doesn't even fully realize it. He is just a scared kid trying to take care of a sick woman he views as family. The dynamic between Rocco and Britt has been one of the most surprisingly beautiful parts of this entire year. She protected him, and now he is protecting her. So what is going to happen next week? Are Dante and Lulu going to storm the beaches of Tortola and save the day? Is Jason going to miraculously escape WSB custody the second he senses Britt is in danger? Because Steve Burton is back on set. People! He is filming right now. The timing is too perfect. Jason is going to come back. He is going to find out about the saline. He is going to find out about the pregnancy. And he is going to absolutely destroy Ross Cullum and Jen Sidwell. I am manifesting it right now. I am sorry. But if the writers fumble this Brayson baby opportunity, I am going to riot. We have suffered through so much misery with these characters. We watched Sam die. We watched Jason take the fall. We watched Britt prepare for a horrifying, slow death. We deserve this win. Port Charles deserves a little bit of joy amidst all this mob warfare and cold fusion nonsense. And honestly, I am just so impressed with how all these storylines are weaving together. The hit and run with Brooklyn, the cheating trap Michael is setting for Willow and Chase, the Windermere hostages, and now this Tortola runaway crisis. It all feels so connected and so urgent. Every single episode ends on a cliffhanger that makes me want to scream. I know some of you in the comments are going to say, I'm getting my hopes up too high for a Jason and Britt reunion. I know some of you think the symptoms might just be a side effect of the stress or some other minor illness, but I am planting my flag right here, right now. Britt Westbourne is pregnant. The saline was the biggest clue of the decade. Faison's final project is going down in flames, and we are about to get the most epic rescue mission in General Hospital history. I need to go to sleep, but I know I'm just gonna lie in bed staring at the ceiling thinking about Dante and Lulu on a plane to the BVI. This show is ruining my life in the best possible way. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Am I crazy for the pregnancy theory? Do you trust Detective Fitzpatrick? Sound off, because I need to talk about this with people who actually get it.